Welcome to Warren Wilson College, everybody, on a 37-degree chilly night outside. We're inside the all time today on the Owl Sports Network. Today, your Warren Wilson Owls take on the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles. Hi, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Let's get to the starting lineups. We'll start with the Screaming Eagles of Toccoa Falls. Toccoa Falls coming in at 5-8 on the season, and they will start this way. At one guard, it's number 1, Katie Calloway, senior 5'9". At another guard, it's number 2, Janelle Arnold, 5'5" sophomore. And the third guard, number 3, Alana Jones, 5'1" junior. Up front for the Eagles, number 14, Cassidy Lang, a 5'4" junior, and number 22, Mallory Cullum, a freshman. Head coach of Toccoa Falls, Jason Sweeney, is 15-45 in his third season. Now the starters for your Warren Wilson Owls. The Owls 5-5 on the season. And they start this way. At one guard, number 0, Tashi Oglesby, sophomore, 5'8" from Cheverly, Maryland. At another guard, number 4, Tashay Glenn, a junior 5'5" from Charlotte, North Carolina. And the third guard, number 12, Keela McCurry, a freshman 5'6" from Arden, North Carolina. Up front for the Owls, number 32, Jacina Hall, senior 5'3" from Jacksonville, North Carolina. And number 33, Lilvia Bradbury, a junior 6'1" from Minford, Ohio. The head coach of your Warren Wilson Owls is Robin Martin, 14-17 in her second season, first here at Warren Wilson. So the Eagles coming in at 5-8, splitting a back-to-back over the weekend. They lost to Columbia International, and they won later on that weekend. They are 2-2 in their last 4. Meanwhile, the Owls looking to go 5-1 here at home. This is game number 5 of a 7-game homestand. So it will be Callaway and Bradbury to tip it at center court as we're set to go, and this one's underway with the tip controlled by Bradbury, but she tipped it to Jones, so Toccoa Falls will possess first. Moving from left to right on your screens and tablets. For Toccoa Falls, Callaway turnaround shot on the baseline is up and in. So the Eagles get on the board. Before I can mention that Esther Shady, who averages 8 points and 8 rebounds, she's out today. She was sick all weekend, tried to play. That made things worse, so Coach Sweeney sitting her down. So a smaller Eagles lineup against the Owls here tonight. Owls with 9 to shoot now. Jacina Hall. Her pass is tipped. Good defense by Arnold. Comes up with the steal. Throws full court. Oglesby, a nice job to disrupt the pass intended for Lang, but we'll stay with Toccoa. On the Owls' first turnover, Callaway with the inbound to Jones. Jones, 3.4 assists at the point guard spot for the Eagles. Here's Cullum, baseline jumper, no good. Offensive rebound by Arnold. Bounce pass Callaway in the lane, gets it out to Cullum. Cullum drives in, dishes to Arnold. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Bradbury fights for the rebound. It's deflected, but it comes to Tashay Glenn. So Toccoa Falls maybe a little undersized, but right now hitting the boards hard. This is a good rebounding team, even without Shady. Bradbury up top. Pass over to McCurry on the left wing. Jacina Hall open from downtown. Can't get it back rim. Rebound controlled by Jones. Good box out for her. Oglesby trying to come from behind, but Jones able to keep her dribble and get it into the forecourt. 99 seconds into the ball game. Only basket by Toccoa so far. Jones in the lane. And she traveled with the basketball. Good defense by the Owls there to force Jones into a mistake. Well, for Toccoa, it's pretty simple. When they win, their defense is allowing 43.4 points per ball game. When they lose, they're allowing 3 points per ball game. Here's Bradbury, top of the key. Bradbury to McCurry on the left to the cutter. Hall, her pass deflected by Arnold. So active hands in the early going for the Screaming Eagles. Jacina with 12 to shoot. Will inbound it over in that awkward corner spot. Ball pass around the perimeter now to Shea Glenn to Bradbury. Bradbury out to McCurry. McCurry pops the three, goes in and out. Rebound controlled by Arnold. Arnold looks to push. Arnold taking it herself. Dumps it off to Cullum right of the lane. Jumper short. McCurry collects the rebound. McCurry throws to Glenn. Extra pass. Hall lays it up and in, and the Owls get on the board on the fast break. Good job running the floor by the Owls, and a bad job getting back on defense by Toccoa. Glenn knocks it out of bounds, so they will inbound it right near us. Callaway to inbound it. I mentioned Toccoa Falls, a really good rebounding team. Katie Callaway leads the South region with 10.4 rebounds. She's also 7th in the NCAA. Floater by Jones, no good. Stays with it. Second effort, no. And that one hit the wire, so that is out of bounds. 3 minutes into the ball game, one basket apiece. The Owls looking to go over the 500 mark for the first time this season at 6-5. Bradbury strong to the bucket, short on the shot. Tip for the rebound. It comes to Lang. Lang into the forecourt. Steps into a jumper, goes in and out. Tip for the rebound comes out to Jones, and she will set it up for Toccoa. Well, rebounding still an issue for Warren Wilson, although they get a steal here. A lot of second chance early on. McCurry throws full court to Glenn. Now Hall left of the lane. Jacina Hall to Bradbury out on the wing. McCurry top of the key, tosses to Glenn. Glenn, open baseline three, no good. And the Owls are cold at the start here. In fact, both of these teams are cold at the start. Just 2 points apiece in the first 4 minutes. Oh, with the turnaround shot against the bucket. And we have a timeout. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside. 16:01 left to go. We're back in 30 seconds. Check of the broadcast schedule, and we're starting to wrap things up for 2014. Thursday, the men at Coastal Carolina. Then Sunday, the women taking on Concordia Selma at 2. And on Monday, the men host Barber Scotia. So that's what's coming up. The ladies are back home on Thursday against Barber Scotia. We will not cover that game. That'll be the only one you won't be able to see for the rest of the year, though. Here's McCurry from Oglesby. McCurry bangs it through from downtown, and the Owls get their first lead of the night, 5-4. Owls showing a press. Lang catches the pass in the forecourt. Jones will back it out for the Eagles. Toccoa Falls, this is their last game of 2014. Shot no good by Cullum. Good defense by Bradbury. Got the block and the rebound. Into the forecourt, it's Hall. So Toccoa Falls won't play again until January 9th after today. Under 15 to go here in the first half. Tashay Glenn backs it out. Now floats it up in the lane. Can't get it to roll. Got the offensive rebound on the tip. Second effort also no good. And a rebound controlled by Callaway. Out to Arnold. Into the forecourt, it's Jones. Jones spins into the lane. Shoots short off the front of the rim. And Barry comes up with it out to McCurry. McCurry will walk it across the timeline and into the forecourt. Here's Glenn. Oglesby. And Oglesby is fouled in the lane. So that is the first foul in the game. It belongs to Cullum. 2 subs on for Warren Wilson. It's Lindsey Bodner and Brogan O'Brien. Hall will inbound it. Gets it to Glenn on the left wing. Glenn to the cutter, Bodner. Bodner in the lane. Lost the handle on it, and Callaway comes up with the steal. Outlet to Jones. Jones into the forecourt, going coast to coast, and dribbled it right out of bounds. So another turnover, and Wilson will get it back here, leading it 5-4. Well, Lindsey Bodner gets it back to McCurry. How about the job these two freshmen have done combined? McCurry and Bodner are averaging 15.6 points per ball game, 4 rebounds. That's something that the Owls didn't have last year that they had this year, even though the record's roughly the same, is depth. Multiple players can put the ball in the basket. Last year it was Danny and it was Jacina, and occasionally it was Jacina, but that was about it. This year the Owls have 4 or 5 options. Here's Bodner. Bodner on the baseline. O'Brien had trouble with it, and another steal for the Eagles. Jones into the forecourt, stripped by Hall. Hall lets it go out of bounds, so it'll stay with Toccoa, but good defense by Jacina there. Coming on for Toccoa, Janelle Arnold returning. Jones will sit down. Rachel Morris is out there, the senior. She catches it just inside the arc. Baseline jumper is good. So leads it now 6-5. Folks, we are having a little bit of internet kind of cutting in and out on us. So Jacina Hall got bumped there by Brown. If the internet does go down, we'll get it back up. It's one of those, it's just a little second or two that it'll be off. It's weird. It comes and goes sometimes. Some games we don't have any trouble. Sometimes we have nothing but trouble. Here's Hall, top of the key. Hall guarded by Beth Brown, who's come on. Strong to the bucket. Too strong on the shot, though, and the rebound controlled by Cullum. Outlet to Arnold. Arnold walks it into the forecourt. Swings it over to Morris on the baseline. Now Brown, left wing, gets it to Callaway in the lane. Doubled up, her pass tipped, but Arnold gets there. Over to Cullum, baseline jumper from 15, no good. Offensive rebound by Brown. Brown lost the dribble, though. Bodner comes up with the steal. So here come the Owls looking to get the lead back. Jacina Hall from McCurry, strong to the bucket, too strong again on the shot, and Callaway collects the board. Looking to push is Arnold. Arnold to the bucket, short on the shot. Another rebound, this one by Brogan O'Brien. McCurry to Bodner in the corner. Bodner out to Hall on the right wing. McCurry now tosses left wing to Glenn. McCurry gets it back. 14 to shoot for the Owls, so still time to work with here. Hall now with 9. Bodner from the elbow, fakes it, drives in. Shot blocked by Callaway and taken away by Cullum. Cullum into the forecourt. Pass tip. McCurry's got a steal. Boy, neither one of these teams wants to get it going on offense here. Back-to-back turnovers. Hall on the right wing. Toccoa Falls is 3 out of 12. The Owls are 2 out of 11. Bodner at the free throw stripe, directing traffic. Out to McCurry with 8 to shoot. Over to Hall from way downtown. Missed it back of the rim. Tip for the rebound. It comes to Arnold. Arnold pushes into the front court, into the circle, into the lane. Puts it off the glass and in. And we will have a timeout. So a slow start for both teams, but Toccoa Falls, the better of the two. They lead at 8-5. We'll be back after this. Don't forget, folks, you can be friends with the Owls on Facebook. There's the URL to do that. Facebook.com/Warren.Owls. Warren Wilson, excuse me, .Owls. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you here tonight. Toccoa Falls leading it 8-5. Owls starting slow, just 2 out of 12 from the field. Toccoa Falls at 4 for 13. To Shea Glenn into the forecourt. To Bodner on the right. Sasha Miller's come on. Bradbury, turnaround shot, short off the glass, and Bodner is called for over the back. It's just a matter of making shots right now. The Owls are getting what they want. They've had some turnovers as well, but just 2. I mean, nothing really exuberant. It's just shots not falling. Arnold into the forecourt now. Arnold tosses over to Morris in the corner. Back to Arnold. Swings it to Edmondson, top of the key. So Olivia Edmondson on for the first time. Her pass deflected by Sasha Miller. So Sasha Miller out on the court. Lindsey Bodner, Olivia Bradbury, to Shea Glenn, and Tashi Oglesby. That's the 5 for the Owls. Beth Brown out on the court with Edmondson, Morris, Courtney Bechtold, and Janelle Arnold. That's the 5 for Toccoa. What do we have here? I was looking down at my notes. It's either a 3 in the key or a 5-second call, though. One of those two. Pick your poison. Either way, Owls get it back. Into the forecourt, it's to Shea Glenn. Glenn dribbles to the right. Here's Bradbury right of the lane. Back out to Glenn. Glenn on the baseline, traveled with the basketball. So both teams with 3 turnovers. Now ball goes back to Toccoa Falls. Owls showing a press here, trapping press. Arnold. Here's Brown. Brown with Oglesby on her. Skies it for Morris in the front court. Coming from behind is Glenn. And Glenn picks her pocket as Miller picked it up. Glenn into the forecourt. Bodner calling for the ball. Extra pass to Bradbury. Bradbury. Shot too strong again. Rebound controlled by Arnold, who will walk it into the forecourt. Arnold pass left wing to Edmondson. Edmondson, Bechtold in the corner. Cross court, Morris. Good ball movement there, but better defense as the Owls get a steal. Outlet, Oglesby lays it up. Can't get it. Glenn with the follow, and finally the Owls able to in the back of the net. That ball was kicked by Morris. Sloppy there. Glenn comes up with the steal. So Glenn gets it into the forecourt. Back-to-back steals for the Owls. Bradbury draws the foul. So Olivia will go to the line. Well, this is one area where the Owls have had a lot of success this season. At the charity stripe, the Owls are 4th in the USCAA at 69%. Bradbury, 64%. Misses that one short. Toccoa Falls bringing in a whole bunch of players. We'll set their 5 in a minute. Bodner's coming out as Jacina Hall returns for the Owls. So Toccoa Falls, Katie Calloway returns, Mallory Callum, Alana Jones, and they join Edmondson at the line. So the Owls tie it up, Bradbury. Second free throw up and in, and we're even at 8. Jones into the forecourt now. Oglesby on her, gets it to Calloway. Turnaround shot too strong. Jacina Hall tipped the rebound to Bradbury. Hall, now Oglesby in the forecourt. Steps into a 3, and that is an air ball out of bounds. So Toccoa Falls will get it back. Tashi Oglesby started the season shooting 40% from behind the arc. She has really struggled, though, in the last 3 or 4 games. Oh, there's another bad pass. Jacina Hall there to Oglesby, and this time Oglesby lays it up and in. So Warren Wilson using that excellent defense that they've played, especially in the last few games. And what do we have here? Another turnover for Toccoa Falls. A double dribble. So a double dribble's the call. Warren Wilson gets it back. Keelan McCurry back out there. So Keelan McCurry, Tashi Oglesby, Jacina Hall, Deshae Glenn, Livia Bradbury. Here's Hall, left post, turnaround shot. Not close. Tip for the rebound, it comes to Edmondson. And here come the Eagles. Al's defense has been outstanding of late. They allowed over 70 points in 5 out of the first 8 games this year. They allowed over 74 times all of last year. But in the last 4 games, the Owls are allowing an average of 56.8 points per ball game. Jacina Hall called for the foul on that play, so Edmondson at the line. This is the first one off the back of the rim. Just the second team foul for the Owls, the first for Jacina. Edmondson will try to salvage the trip here. Missed both, but the rebound controlled by Callaway. Out to Jones. Jones floats it up. Too strong off the glass, and McCurry with the rebound. Keelan McCurry into the forecourt. Pass goes to Glenn. Glenn gets it over to Hall in the corner. Cross court to McCurry. Oglesby in the corner. Back to Keela. Good ball movement here by the Owls. Hall, Bradbury right back out to Jacina. Thought about the 3. Fires it up and gets it to go. Owls with their biggest lead at 5. Oglesby, good defense. Another turnover. Glenn comes up with the steal, and Oglesby out of control on the shot, though, as Edmondson collects the rebound. Jones into the forecourt. Owls press is working very well in the early going. Warren Wilson has 6 steals already. And another travel called on Jones, so another turnover for Toccoa Falls as they've gotten sloppy on this end of the court. Toccoa up to 10 turnovers. 7:15 left to go here in the first half. Stick around at halftime, folks. We're going to talk with Brogan O'Brien. Another Owls player profile coming up at halftime. Here's Bradbury spinning into the lane. Lilvia over 3 defenders. Can't get the bucket, but she's fouled. Boy, ever since Lilvia's awkward catch of the rebound, she's been hobbling a little bit. You worry about her with that knee injury. Hopefully she's all right out there. Bradbury at the line. First free throw rims in. Toccoa falls down to 27% shooting. They're out rebounding the Owls by 7 at the moment, 17-10, but also turning the ball over a lot too. That's a reach by Hall. So team foul number 3 and Jacina's second. Bradbury's going to come out as Sasha Miller returns. Bradbury going over to the bench. Looks okay, so hopefully it's no harm, no foul. Great defense again. McCurry with the steal. Outlet to Oglesby, and Oglesby walked with the ball. So back-to-back turnovers. This time it'll be Eagles with the basketball. Inbound to Edmondson. Again, that trapping press for the Owls. Jones. Jones able to get it into the forecourt. Tries strong to the bucket. Puts it up short. Hall with the rebound. Good one-on-one defense from Jacina there. Owls 2-on-1 again. Glenn, and the Owls lead by 10. Now 18-8. Almost another turnover there as Glenn tipped the ball, but it goes out of bounds. Lindsey Bodner comes back into the game. But before that, we're going to have a timeout. Timeout on the court. We'll step aside and come back in 30 seconds. Welcome back, everybody. Toccoa Falls looking to get something going here. Down by 10, just 8 points. 2/3 of the way through the half, and another turnover as Cullum threw it over the head of Jones. So the Owls playing great defense here. Had some struggles early on offense. In fact, the Owls shooting only 29%, but Toccoa Falls has turned it over now 11 times, and they're just 4 out of 16 from the field. McCurry gets it into the forecourt, tosses over to Hall on the left. It's swung over to Glenn now on the right side. Miller top of the key. Jacina Hall on the left. Pass to Glenn up top. Right back to Jacina. Thought about the three, takes a dribble, now steps into a three with the shot clock running down. An air ball. Jones with the rebound. Jones into the forecourt, floats it up in the lane. It's short, and Jones over the back, called for the foul. That's team foul number 6 on the Eagles, so the Owls will be in the bonus on the next defensive set foul. Jones comes out, coming back on is Morris. Set the 5 on the court for you. It's Morris, Arnold, Cassidy Lang, Callaway, and Brown for the Eagles. For the Owls, Keelan McCurry, Lindsey Bodner, Sasha Miller, Jacina Hall, and Tashay Glenn. Glenn, top of the key, drives strong to the bucket, puts it off the glass and in. It's all working right now for Warren Wilson, who are up by 12. Arnold able to get into the forecourt. Arnold strong to the bucket. Too strong off the glass, though. Hall collects another rebound. Glenn underneath Bodner, puts it off the glass, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, goes up with it, and she is fouled. Toccoa Falls led it 8-5 with 11:37 left to go. They have gone nearly 7 minutes without a bucket. So Bodner at the line, 62% free throw shooter, buries the first one. So a 7-minute scoring drought and a 16-0 run for the Owls as it stands right now. That one's short, rebound controlled by Brown to Arnold, and Arnold will walk it into the forecourt. Arnold swings it over to Morris on the left side. Morris doubled up. Callaway left of the lane, up top to Arnold, out to Morris for 3, can't get it to go. Glenn with the rebound. Glenn pushes into the forecourt. Glenn out to McCurry. McCurry, wing jumper is good from 15. Owls 18-0 run. Arnold, Brown now. Arnold throws it for Morris, too high again. And another turnover for the Eagles. Coming on for the first time, Satori Isaiah, sophomore from Williamsburg, Virginia, as McCurry will get a break. Again, stick around at halftime, folks. We'll talk with Brogan O'Brien. Hall on the right wing. Isaiah up top. Tosses to Bodner on the right wing. Backs it out to Isaiah. 9 to shoot now for the Owls as the pass comes to Bodner. Bodner forced it up, an air ball. Arnold with the rebound. Lang back to Arnold, and Arnold will bring it into the front court. We've gone 8 minutes and 15 seconds since Toccoa has scored, and Callaway finally gets them on the board again. So that ends an 18-0 run and an 8-minute plus scoring drought. 23-10 now, Warren Wilson. Isaiah to Shea Glenn. Scoop shot off the glass, no. Arnold with the rebound. Arnold throws full court for Morris. Morris alone, missed the bunny though, as Miller collects the rebound. Tough pass, but Hall able to recover it. Under 3 to play here in the first half. Owls with the basketball up by 13. To Shea Glenn on the right wing. To Hall. Hall, step back 3 is short. Rebound Fought for and controlled by Callaway. Callaway gets it out to Lang. Lang into the forecourt. Backs it out. Callaway swings it over to Lang on the right wing. Fakes the three. Dribbles in. Floats it up. No. And the rebound deflected off of Callaway and out of bounds. We're going to have a timeout. Timeout by the Owls. It's a full timeout, so we will step aside. 2:22 left to go here in the first half. 23-10, the Owls in charge. All right, almost back to live action. Quick look at the broadcast schedule there. We'll tell you more about that as the night goes on. Kirishima, glad to be back with you. We've had some subs come on for Warren Wilson. Is catching the pass on for the first time is Emma Cantor. Cantor gets it out to Oglesby. Oglesby strong to the bucket, and she is fouled. So Emma Cantor on for the first time, the sophomore from Largo, Florida. Lilvia Bradbury, Tashi Oglesby, Tashay Glenn, and Satori Isaiah. That's the five on the court for Warren Wilson. Toccoa also made subs. They're five on the court. Mallory Collum, Beth Brown, Rachel Morris. As Oglesby goes 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe to put the Owls back up 14. Bechtold is also out there, as is Morris, if I didn't say her, and Lang. That's the five on the floor for Toccoa. Tashi picks up her first foul. A little over-aggressive there. That's just team foul number 4 on the Owls with now under 2 to go here in the first half. A very good defensive effort for Warren Wilson. They have really picked it up on defense during this home stretch. Even in the loss at Columbia, or against Columbia, they played well on defense. Here's Lang on the right wing. Morris in the corner, pass tip. And coming up with the steal, Lilvia Bradbury. Isaiah into the forecourt. Here's Glenn between the circles. Gets it to Lil. Lil drives into the lane. Out to Oglesby. Open three, it's good. Tashi Oglesby from downtown puts the Owls up 17. Toccoa Falls has scored 2 points in the last 10 minutes and 35 seconds, if I did the math right. Tashay Glenn will come out. Keelan McCurry comes back in. Brown will inbound it with 25 on the shot clock for the Eagles. Lang on the right side. Top of the key, Collum. Collum drives in. She's fouled on the shot attempt. So Mallory, the freshman, will go to the line. Mallory playing extra minutes, getting the start because Esther Shady is out. The senior, 8 points and 8 rebounds, also 18 block shots. And those numbers sorely missed so far tonight for Toccoa. Although we hope Esther gets well. I was battling through my own thing, so I know stuff is going around. It's that time of the year. I talked to Coach Swinney before the game, said she tried to play over the weekend, and that made things worse. I tried to do that. I tried to keep working, and I ended up being sick for a month because I just didn't stop and rest. So, Esther, if you're watching, get well. Here's Bradbury on the right wing. Drives into the lane, out to Oglesby. Quick pass to McCurry on the left side. Oglesby to Isaiah on the right. Tashi top of the key. Over to Keela. Here is Cantor. Out to Isaiah. What do we have? Well, the Owls turn it over. 3 seconds is the call, I believe. So 2-second difference between game and shot clock. Again, Toccoa facing the trapping press. This time able to beat it. Bechtold on the far side of your screen throws cross court. McCurry almost came up with the steal, but called for the foul. A little over aggressive. Keela McCurry came in with 20 steals on the season. She had 6 in one game. So shot clock is insignificant right now. Cullum drives strong to the bucket. Can't get it to go, but she's fouled. So Cullum will go back to the line. Isaiah picks up her first. Cullum misses that free throw. She's now 2 for 3 on the night. Cullum, second effort, up and in. So the Owls can hold for the final shot here. Leading it 27-13. Isaiah with 4 seconds. Over to McCurry. Bradbury with 1. Out to McCurry. Can't beat the buzzer, though. And the Owls take a 14-point lead into the locker room. So Warren Wilson's defense holds Toccoa Falls to 23% shooting. The Owls on 8 steals force 13 turnovers as Warren Wilson leads it 27-13 at halftime. Well, time for another Owls player profile. And here is Charlotte native Brogan O'Brien. After we talk with Brogan, we'll take a break, and then we'll come back, give you the first half numbers and the second half play-by-play in about 10 minutes.
Hi, everybody. Those of you watching at halftime of an Owls game and or watching online via YouTube, Chris here with you, and another player profile. This time we're talking with Owls women's basketball player Brogan O'Brien. Brogan, thank you for giving us some of your time.
Of course.
So tell me a little bit about your life. Where did you grow up and all that kind of stuff?
I grew up in Skokie, Illinois, and then I moved to Charlotte, North Carolina, and now I'm in Nashville.
Tell me a little bit about Illinois. How long did you live there?
I lived there from birth till 5th grade, so 10 years in Chicago, 10 years in Charlotte.
And where is Skokie? It's just outside of Chicago. Where are we talking? North of it. Okay. Yeah, Chicago seems like a really great city.
It is. It's awesome.
Was it fun to grow up there? Because, I mean, going there as an adult, there's a lot of things that I can see myself. As a kid, what was it like?
Well, we didn't spend too much time in the city because we were all very young. I have older brother, younger sister, all 18 months apart. So spent a lot of times in the suburbs, but it was great. Lots of diversity, awesome culture.
Good. And then you moved to Charlotte. What's Charlotte like? I live 2 hours from Charlotte. I've lived here for now almost 2 years, but I couldn't tell you a thing about I've been to Charlotte. I couldn't tell you a thing about it. So tell me about Charlotte.
Charlotte is...
You don't know either, do you?
I like Chicago and Nashville better.
Charlotte and Atlanta are just kind of cities to me.
Yeah.
They don't have that southern flair or culture, or it's just a city. Yeah. Okay, so we'll move on from that. What was the decision to how'd you make that choice?
Well, I was originally looking into art as a major and then progressed to social work and psychology, and Wilson had everything, and Rob Shook, our previous coach, was a huge contributor to me coming to Wilson. So,
tell me a little bit about that interest. How did you go from art to then wanting to deal with the mind?
Well, I'm interested in therapy for kids with disabilities, whether mental or physical, and I want to contribute art and equine-assisted psychotherapy together. So art therapy and using horses as a form of therapy.
Really? So why do you want to combine those two?
Two of my favorite interests.
Do you think that they would work? I mean, I'm not. Take me through. Take me through. Okay, you're 10 years from now. You're an adult and you're doing this therapy. Take me through how it would work.
Well, it would be two different things. So art therapy would be separate, and then kids would use horses as a way to, if they had like no, I can't say this. Never mind.
Okay.
So it's just a form of therapy, two different, very new forms of therapy, and
Well, that's very neat. That's a very neat thing. Yeah, I'm kind of curious. So, do you draw? Do you paint? Do you do anything like that?
yeah, illustration. So color pencils, any kind of drawing.
Now, so you can go to New York and you can make a lot of money doing that. This helping the kids crap. I mean, that's not really going to pay the bills.
No, but it's what I'm passionate about.
So we talked to Lilvia about her plans to save the world. Now you're going to be helping kids. All of these players are doing great things, folks. What am I doing? I'm sitting here. Well, tell me a little bit about basketball. What drew you to the sport?
I was raised in a family that loves Duke and watched basketball since I was a child. Love the sport.
Yeah, Duke is something. They are great according to Brogan O'Brien and her family. We'll talk about that as the season goes on, I'm sure. Brogan, congratulations on your plans, and I wish you the best of luck. And it's been great talking to you. And we'll let you go.
Great, thank you for having me.
All right, Brogan O'Brien, everybody. For those of you watching at the half, we'll have stats coming up. And for those of you watching on YouTube, feel free to check out more videos.
Welcome back to Warren Wilson, everybody. Owls leading at 27-13. Low-scoring first half. Toccoa Falls held to just 5 out of 22 from the field, 23%. The Owls shooting 30%, 36% from behind the arc. Warren Wilson, their defense, outstanding in the first half, forcing 13 turnovers. The Owls, 8 steals in the first half. Toccoa Falls holds the rebounding edge, 22-17, but poor shooting and the turnovers really negates that one factor. Let's get you the first half leaders. For Toccoa Falls, Katie Calloway in 20 minutes, 3 out of 4 shooting, 6 points and 4 rebounds. Mallory Cullum in 15 minutes, 0 of 5 shooting, but 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 3 points and 2 rebounds. Janelle Arnold in 15 minutes, 1 of 4 from the field, 2 points and 7 rebounds. And off the bench, Rachel Morris in 9 minutes, 1 of 3 from the field, 2 points. That's all the scoring for Toccoa in the first half. For Warren Wilson, leading scorer right now, Keela McCurry, 12 minutes, 3 of 5 from the field, 2 of 4 from behind the arc, 8 points, 2 rebounds, and 3 steals. Right behind her is Tashi Oglesby in 7 minutes, 2 out of 4 shooting, 1 out of 1 from behind the arc, 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe. Tashi, 6 points and 1 assist. Tashay Glenn in 19 minutes, 2 out of 6 from the field, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals. Jacina Hall in 18 minutes, 2 out of 9 shooting, 1 out of 5 from behind the arc, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Lilvia Bradbury in 12 minutes, 0 of 3 from the field, but 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. Lil with 3 points and 4 rebounds to go along with 1 assist and 1 steal. Lindsey Bodner off the bench in 13 minutes, 0 out of 3 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe, 1 point and 2 rebounds. Brogan O'Brien in 13 minutes, did not attempt the shot, had 1 rebound. Sasha Miller in 2 minutes, did not attempt the shot, had 1 rebound. Satori Isaiah in 2 minutes, did not attempt the shot. And Emma Cantor in 1 minute, did not attempt a shot. And that's how the first half numbers wrap up as we get set for the start of the second half. So let's see what halftime adjustments Toccoa Falls made to try to pick it up on the offensive end. Again, they're playing without Esther Shady, who's out with an illness, but that's not the full tale of the tape for why Toccoa Falls struggled. It's been the Owls defense which has really done the job here of late at home. As I mentioned in the first half, over the last 4 games, the Owls averaging or allowing opponents to score an average of 56.8 points per ball game, and they have a 3-1 record during that stretch. So both teams back out on the court. Final 20. We're set to go. It'll be Warren Wilson who will possess first. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you wherever you're watching from. As always, we do appreciate it. This is our second to last women's game that will broadcast before the holiday break. Ladies playing in their third to last game before the holidays. We're underway in the final 20 minutes. The Owls moving from left to right, on your screens and tablets. Pass by McCurry to Oglesby on the right. Swung back over to Keela on the left. Her pass is tipped and taken away. Good defense by Arnold. And Bechtold came up with the steal. So Arnold into the forecourt. Glenn gambled for the steal. Cullum underneath. Shot up and in by Calloway. Count it and the foul. So Calloway will go to the line, try to complete the old school 3-point play. And, you know, for all the struggles for Toccoa, they're only down by 12 with a chance for 11. There's still a lot of time to go here. Free throw short, though. And Bradbury collects the rebound. Outlet to McCurry. McCurry into the forecourt. Over to Glenn on the left. Oglesby cross court. Now Hall, left wing. Skies it for Bradbury, top of the key. Back over to Jacina. Hall, Glenn, now Bradbury with 10 to shoot. Bradbury had it stripped. Able to tip it out to Glenn with 7 to shoot. Out to Oglesby. Hall with 5. Hall on the baseline. has to fire it. It's off the top of the backboard, so Toccoa will get the ball back. Well, the clock kept moving. I don't think anybody noticed, though, so we'll see. We'll see if that comes in the play at all. Arnold banks it off the glass, so Toccoa Falls, who hit 5 field goals in the first 20 minutes, have 2 here in the first 90 seconds of the second half. And it's a 10-point game. To Shea Glenn on the right wing. Glenn to Bradbury. Bradbury turnaround shot short. So Lilvia still can't get it to go, but she's fouled. So Bradbury will go to the line. Bechtold picked up her first. Bradbury's first free throw up and in. So both teams with 1 team foul in the early going of this final period. Bradbury, that one off the rim. Offensive rebound by Oglesby. She got tied up, though. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Toccoa Falls. The trap has been successful so far tonight for the Owls. It's on again here in the second half. Collum throws it back. Callaway, and she just beat the 10th second. I mean just. That ball is tipped, comes to Lang. Jumper no good. Offensive rebound by Bechtold. Blocked and taken away by Bradbury. Here come the Owls. Glenn to the cutter. McCurry lays it up and in. Keelan McCurry, the first player in the ball game in double figures. She's got 10. And the Owls back up by 13. Lang into the forecourt. Lang poked from behind. McCurry with yet another steal, her 4th. McCurry throws it to Oglesby. Oglesby fouled by Callaway. So Tashi will go to the free throw stripe. Oh, they say it was on the floor. So Oglesby tried to sell it as a shot, but I bought. The officials didn't. Second team foul on Toccoa. Here's Bradbury right at the lane. Out to Glenn. Fakes the 3 to the baseline. Jumper bounces up and in. So the Owls back up by 15 now, 32-17. Callaway, Collum into the forecourt on the near side. Over to Arnold. Arnold between the circles. Is it to Lang. Lang left of the lane, had it poked away. Great defense again by the Owls. Hall and Bradbury. McCurry tosses the Glenn on the right. Fakes the 3 to the baseline. Bradbury right of the lane to McCurry on the right wing. It's swung over to Hall on the left side. Now Oglesby up top. Catch and shoot 3, no good. Rebound to Jacina Hall. Hall to the cutter. McCurry floats it up. Can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. Glenn saves it to McCurry. Now Bradbury out to Tashay for 3. A little bit long on that one, and the rebound controlled by Cullum. Cullum pushes it into the forecourt. She's 1 on 3, takes it herself, and Hall grabs her on the shot. So Mallory Callum goes back to the line. So far tonight, she is 3 out of 4 from the charity stripe. Gets the first one, they go. 2 subs on for Warren Wilson. Lindsey Bodner and Brogan O'Brien for Tashi Oglesby and Jacina Hall. Collum. Second free throw, no good. Rebound fought for and won by Bechtold, who promptly threw it away. McCurry picks up on yet another steal. McCurry top of the key. Bradbury on the left wing. Bradbury takes it to the baseline now. Tosses it to Glenn. Glenn, floater in the lane. Off the front of the rim, no good. Got the offensive rebound, though. Out to O'Brien. Top of the key to McCurry. Over to Glenn on the left. Glenn gets a screen. Tosses it to O'Brien. O'Brien tried to bank it in. Can't get it. And An unfortunate bounce there for Mallory Cullum as it goes off her foot out of bounds, so the Owls get it back. Sasha Miller is going to come in for Lilvia Bradbury, and Lindsay Bodner will inbound left of the basket. Glenn in the corner. Bodner left of the lane. Miller in the lane. Gets it to Glenn. Glenn too strong off the glass. Another offensive rebound for the Owls. Out to McCurry. Open jumper, and she hits it. 34-18. Owls by 16. That is a wild pass that goes nowhere. So another turnover for Toccoa, and Warren Wilson will get the ball back. So the Owls have been cruising here in this one. 15-20 left to go. Owls up by 17. O'Brien, cross-court Bodner, top of the key, and McCurry feeling it. Got another one. That's a three-pointer, and the Owls with their biggest lead of the night now at 38-18. Another steal, Glenn. Glenn gives it right back, though. Cullum comes up with it. Arnold into the forecourt, bounce past the Bechtold in the lane, gets it out Callaway. Baseline jumper with the hand in her face, gets it to go. So Katie Callaway with 8 points now. Owls, McCurry between the circles, top of the key to O'Brien. Over to Glenn on the right side. Glenn, cross-court, McCurry. Owls with 9 to shoot now. It's Glenn again. Up top, McCurry open again. This time she's short on the shot. Ball goes out of bounds. We have a foul called, though. It's going to be over the back on Bechtold. So 14-15 left to go. 2 subs on. Jones and Brown for the Eagles. Bodner inbound. McCurry in the corner. Miller, turnaround shot from the elbow, no good. Callaway collects the rebound. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on Lindsay Bodner away from the ball. So Bodner picking up her second. Both teams now with 3 team fouls with 14:07 left to go in the game. Cullum into the forecourt. Cullum takes it baseline. Cut off on the lane and traveled with the basketball. So ball goes back to Warren Wilson. Turnover number 16 right now for Toccoa. To Shea Glenn on the left. Up top, McCurry. Over to Bodner. Bodner fakes the 3. Spins on her defender. Stripped. And a late whistle as Bodner, they say, was fouled. So, they say she was in the act of shooting. Lindsay back at the line so far tonight. We're going to have a timeout before the free throws, though, so I'll tell you about her numbers when we come back. 13:41 left to go. Owls in control. Take a look at the broadcast schedule. Coming up on Thursday, the men visit Coastal Carolina. It's an audio-only broadcast at 7 p.m. And on Sunday, the women back home for the final time in 2014. That'll end that 7-game road home stretch, excuse me. They'll take on Concordia Selma at 2, and then on Monday it's the men against Barber Scotia back here in DeVries Gym. Out of the timeout, Lindsey Bodner at the line gets the first free throw to go. After Monday, that's it for us. We'll be off for a month. The Owls playing this 7-game home stretch. After December, they have just 5 home games. In January, they play 8 out of 10 on the road, and in February, they will play 3 at home and 2 on the road. So come out and support your Owls while you can. They have games on Thursday and Sunday. The ladies taking on Barber Scotia on Thursday. We will not broadcast that game because I'll be with the men. Three-pointer missed by Jones. Tip rebound. McCurry tried to save it. Got it in. Saved it to Brown, but Brown missed the bucket in the lane, and Miller collects the rebound for the Owls. So to Shea Glenn into the forecourt now. Owls doubling up Toccoa Falls here. The best defensive performance by far of the season for Warren Wilson. And we keep saying that every single game, which is a great sign for the Owls going forward here. Barber Scotia comes to town on Thursday. That's a winnable game. O'Brien, baseline jumper with 4 on the shot clock, no. Sasha Miller, offensive rebound to McCurry. Strong move to rebound. Glenn steps inside the arc. Can't get the bucket. Lang with the rebound. So, as I was saying, the Owls, a winnable game on Thursday, but Sunday, when Concordia Selma comes to town, that is going to be a challenge. That Concordia Selma team is very good, so that'll be the toughest test. And it's also the final game before the break. So Callaway fouled on the shot attempt. She's at the line. Both teams with 4 team fouls now. Callaway short on the first free throw. A whole bunch of subs coming on. We'll set the 5. 3 new players for the Owls. Lilvia Bradbury, Tashi Oglesby, Jacina Hall. They join Lindsey Bodner and Brogan O'Brien out on the court. So Callaway trying to go 1 out of 2 at the line. She cannot. 5 on the court for the Eagles. It's Morris, Brown, Lang, Callaway, and also Jones. Tashi Oglesby, top of the key, over to Bodner on the left. Lindsey Bodner tries into the lane. O'Brien catches it on the elbow. Here's Bradbury, left of the lane, spins into the lane, out to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for Bodner, a bad pass, and that will go out of bounds. So the Owls turning it over. They've taken care of the ball for the most part today, though. That's just turnover number 7 for Warren Wilson. Warren Wilson came in averaging 17.2 turnovers. So a very clean game for the Owls here tonight. Jones on the left. Up top to Morris. Morris fires the 3. It's off the side of the rim. Bodner will let it go out of bounds. Neither team is lighting it up from the field. The Owls 29%. Toccoa Falls is 29% as well. The big difference, the Owls have hit 6 3-pointers. The Owls also have 10 steals, forcing 17 turnovers. That's your difference, folks. Bodner up top. Lindsey to Bradbury. Bradbury into the lane. Puts it off the glass and in. 42-20. Here's Jones into the forecourt. Jones, strong move around Hall, but her shot blocked and taken away by Bradbury, who gets it out to Jacina. Hall into the forecourt. Bounce pass to Oglesby. Turnaround shot by Tashi off the back of the rim. No. Callaway collects the rebound. Let to Jones. Jones into the forecourt. Left wing to Lang. Lang gets it to Brown in the corner. Jumper off the back of the rim. No. Tashi Oglesby with the rebound. Oglesby tosses it to Bodner. Bodner lays it up and in. The Owls running and gunning it out to a 24-point lead. So Oglesby picking up the assist. That's her second of the night. Lang drives to the baseline. Tries to put it up over the taller Bradbury. It's short, and the rebound controlled by Lil. Here's Jacina Hall. Out to Tashi on the left. Oglesby will back it out. As we go inside 10 minutes to go in the ball game. Oglesby to Bodner on the right side. Top of the key to O'Brien. O'Brien gets it to Hall on the right. 6 to shoot for the Owls. Bodner, defender, gambled. Lang went for the steal, and that gave Bodner that half second she needed to turn, shoot, and score. 26 to 20. Jones swung by Morris over to Lang for 3. It's short, and Bradbury gets the rebound. Out to Oglesby. Oglesby to Hall across the timeline and into the forecourt. Jacina Hall tries to it out to O'Brien. Now Oglesby. Oglesby dribbles up top to Hall on the right. Hall drives in. Scoop shot off the glass. Count it, and the foul. Jacina Hall will go to the line, try to complete the old school three-point play. Subs on for both teams. We'll tell you about Toccoa's here in a minute. Tashay Glenn is back out there. Sasha Miller returns. On for the first time is Renee Scherer. Scherer, the senior 5'9" from New York. They join Oglesby and Hall out on the court. Subs for Toccoa Falls. Olivia Edmondson returns. Courtney Bechtold out there with Callaway, Cullum, and Arnold. That's the 5 for Toccoa. As Hall completes the old school three-point play. And it is all Warren Wilson here tonight. 49 to 20. Bechtold gets it underneath. Open as Cullum gets the easy 2. So to Shea Glenn into the forecourt. Now to Hall on the left wing. Back over to Shea, top of the key. Right side, Oglesby. Good ball movement here by the Owls. Jacina Hall will try it from way outside. And that's the way it's going right now for the Owls, as that bounced up and in. Tashi Oglesby a little over-aggressive there, called for the foul. So Oglesby picking up her second. Both teams with 5 team fouls now. Here with 8:28 left to go. Arnold into the forecourt. Eagles. Past the column between the circles. Gets it to Bechtold left of the lane. And Bechtold lost it out of bounds. Keelan McCurry is going to come back in for Warren Wilson as Jacina Hall will sit down. Well, how about the night for Keelan McCurry? 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 steals. Jacina Hall sits down with 11. Renee Scherer has it between the circles. Toss to Tashi on the right wing. Cross court to Shea Glenn. Back to Oglesby. Oglesby with 7. Gets it to Miller. Miller on the baseline. Out to Oglesby. Oglesby floats it high off the glass. Can't get it to go. Renee Scherer with the offensive rebound, though. Al's doing a nice job here in the second half, hitting the boards. But Glenn threw it away there as Arnold comes up with the steal. Arnold strong to the bucket, and she's fouled by Scherer and Oglesby. Let's see who they give it to. When they give it to Oglesby, that's her 3rd. And I believe it's team foul number 6 on the Owls. Either way, Arnold goes to the line for 2 free throws. Arnold, first free throw up and in. Janelle came in shooting 55% from the charity stripe. Arnold toes the line, the second one short. McCurry with her 5th rebound of the night on the miss. McCurry across the timeline into the forecourt to Oglesby, and Oglesby traveled with the basketball. 3 subs coming in for Warren Wilson. It'll be Emma Cantor, Satori Isaiah, and Lindsey Bodner. And they will join Keelan McCurry and Toccoa Glenn out on the court. Callaway with the inbound to Arnold in the backcourt. Right back to Callaway. Now Arnold swings it to Edmondson. Edmondson, strong move to the bucket. Can't get the roll though, and Cantor comes up with the rebound. Oglesby throws to Glenn in the front court. Glenn on the right wing. McCurry between the circles. Now pass goes to Isaiah on the left side. Back to Glenn on the right. McCurry in the corner. Here's Cantor. Turnaround shot blocked. Cantor trying to get it back, and Cantor climbed over the back of Callaway. So good defense there for Toccoa. As they get the turnover. Owls, that's their 6th team foul now as Cantor picks up her 2nd foul. Toccoa trying to run and gun a little bit. Bodner doing a nice job getting back on defense to tip that pass out of bounds. Keelan McCurry comes out. Coming on is Sasha Miller. 6:46 left to go. Owls in control. They are cruising in this one, as a matter of fact. Callaway right of the lane, can't get the bucket. Offensive rebound by Cullum, though. Cullum takes it to the baseline underneath. Callaway, count it, and the foul. So Callaway will try to complete the old school 3-point play. Callaway unable to complete the 3-point play. Sasha Miller collects the rebound, and here come the Owls. Toccoa Glenn into the forecourt. Isaiah cross court to Glenn. Now here's Cantor right at the lane. Gets it out to Bodner in the corner. Back out to Glenn. Glenn tosses to Isaiah on the left. Miller on the wing. Turnaround shot by Cantor, too strong. And a tie-up between Bechtold and Bodner, fighting for the rebound. Possession arrow favoring the Owls. Bodner to inbound it right of the basket to Miller. Miller right of the lane. Turnaround shot is good. So Sasha Miller with her first bucket of the night. Owls back up by 29. Arnold into the forecourt. Arnold on the far side. Strong move to the bucket and draws the foul. So Arnold will go back to the free throw stripe. That's team foul number 7 for the Owls. Arnold 1 out of 2 moments ago. I believe Bodner picked up the foul. That's her 3rd. Correction, that's team foul number 8 on the Owls. So free throw up and in by Arnold. Second free throw by Arnold also rims in. 2 subs on for Toccoa. It's Rachel Morris and Cassidy Lang both checking back into the game. So a new backcourt for Toccoa. Isaiah, baseline jumper no good. Rebound controlled by Lang. Outlet goes to Cullum. Cullum across the timeline and into the forecourt. Dribbles to the left. Throws it to Callaway in the corner. Up top, Morris. Open jumper. Grazes the rim. That's all. Cantor collects the rebound. Outlet to Glenn. Glenn to Bodner in the corner. Bounce pass to Cantor. Put it up short. And the rebound controlled by Callaway. So here comes Toccoa. Owls doubling up the Eagles with 5 minutes left to go. Glenn went for the steal, and they say she didn't touch it, so it goes off of Toccoa. Glenn to inbound it. She'll get it back from Isaiah as Toccoa dribbles it into the forecourt. Over to Bodner on the right. Glenn top of the key. Swings it to Isaiah. Her 3-ball is blocked by the Eagles. Callaway comes up with it on the miss. Morris into the forecourt. It's it over to Lang. Lang, open jumper from just inside the arc, goes in and out. And that's the kind of night it's been for Toccoa. 4:35 left to go. Tashi Oglesby returning for the Owls as Cantor will sit down. Warren Wilson with the basketball on their way to a 6-5 record. Isaiah Miller, bounce pass goes to Bodner. Bodner's shot too strong off the glass and a late whistle again. Lindsey Bodner will go back to the line. Bechtold picks up the foul, her third. Team foul number 6 for Toccoa. Bodner, first free throw up and in. Bodner, 2 out of 2 from the charity stripe. Well, stick around after we're done, folks. Owls post game. I think we're going to make some folks in the D.C. area happy, and we'll talk to Tasha as soon as we're done with this one. As the Owls are 4-12 away from winning their 6th of the season. Callaway gets it out to Lang, right wing jumper in and out again, tipped for the rebound. Lang comes up with it, extra possession for the Eagles. Lang bounce pass to Callaway. Callaway double team, shoots it anyway, short, and she's fouled on the offensive rebound. The Owls are over the limit, so Callaway will go to the line for a 1-and-1 here. Callaway 78% free throw shooter during the regular season. Coming into play tonight at least. Gets the front end. Owls next game Thursday against Barber Scotia at 7 p.m. Then on Sunday they take on Concordia Selma at 2. Second free throw no good. Tipped rebound comes to Shea Glenn. Glenn across midcourt to Isaiah, who wasn't expecting it. And she turns it over. Lang comes up with the steal. Bechtold had trouble with the pass. Luckily, Cullum is there. Cullum. It over to Callaway in the corner. Swings it to Morris, left wing. Morris bounce past to Callaway. Drives into the lane. Good move by Callaway, who gets the bucket. 56-30 to Shea Glenn in the front court now. Over to Oglesby on the left. Isaiah between the circles. Right back to Tashi. Open three. Tashi can't get it to go. Almost banked it in. The offensive rebound puts it up and in. Here's Lang into the forecourt. Lang dribbles to the left. Up top to Callaway. Callaway, strong move to the bucket. Short on the shot, though. And Miller collects another rebound for the Owls. Inside 3 minutes to go. As I mentioned, for Toccoa Falls, this is it for the first half of the season. They'll take their Christmas break. They're off until January 9th. Three ball by Glenn is no good. Oglesby bumps Cullum, so we'll have free throws on the other end. Toccoa Falls next game at Wesleyan, Friday, January 9th. 2 subs on for the Owls. Renee Scherer and Cantor come back in. Sasha Miller and Shea Glenn will come out. So the Owls getting a lot of starters some rest here. Ahead of that Thursday game against Barber Scotia at 7. Again, if you're just joining us, we'll be on the road with the men that night, so we will not broadcast that game. Cullum, first free throw, no good. Toccoa in the double bonus here. That was the 10th team foul for the Owls. So Cullum gets 2 no matter what. To get 1 out of 2, and she does. So Thursday and Sunday for the Owls, then they go on their holiday break. Owls won't play again until January. Rebound controlled by Cullum. 2:15 left to go here in the ball game. Again, don't forget to stick around Owls post game. Talk with Tashi Oglesby. We'll also get you the final stats. We have a timeout here for Toccoa. So timeout on the court. We'll step aside. 2:02 left. All Warren Wilson here tonight. Another look at the broadcast schedule as we wrap things up here tonight. Thursday, men at Coastal Carolina. Sunday, the women against Concordia Selma. And Monday, the men against Barber Scotia. And that's it for us for 2014. Inbound goes to Morris. Morris floater on the baseline, no good. Gets the offensive rebound, though. Toccoa Falls has rebounded the ball well. Lang, 3-ball, no good. They just haven't been able to hit shots. And they've also turned the ball over 18 times. The Owls with 10 steals in the game. Strong move to the bucket. Arnold, count it, and the foul. So Arnold with a chance to get into double figures here as she has 9 points. Toccoa 26% for the game. The Owls not exactly lighting it up either at 33%, but it's been their defense forcing turnovers, getting some easy baskets, going on that big run in the first half. 3-point play complete. And now it's the Owls with the basketball here. Cantor is bumped. Well, the score is wrong on your screen. It's 58-32. I had it 58-33, so Cantor's going to go to the line. Emma with her first free throws of the year and a chance to get her first points of the season in her 8th game. Team foul number 7, so Cantor 1-1 and gets it to go. So Emma Cantor, her first point of the year. Cantor trying to make it 2 out of 2. Misses that one back rim. Tip for the rebound, falling down but staying with it. Nice job by Callaway. And now her pass to Edmondson. She's tied up with Bodner. Jump ball called. Possession arrow favoring Toccoa. So Eagles with the basketball, 1:15 left to go. Toccoa Falls, after tonight, will fall to 5-9 on the season. Arnold spins into the lane, draws another foul, so she'll take some more free throws here. The Owls will improve to 6-5, 5-1 here at home. So Arnold back at the line. Came in 55% free throw shooter, but she's 4 of 5 here tonight. Make it 5 out of 6 as she gets the first one to go. Well, the scoreboard changed on me again. I evidently had it right the first time. So what you see on your screen right now, now they changed it again. Well, right now it's at 36, so that's what I'm going to go with, which I think was right the first time. Here's Oglesby on the left side. Bodner between the circles. Back to Tashi. Tosses it to Isaiah, top of the key. Bodner, quick pass to Scherer. Hits it to the cutter, Oglesby, who lays it up and in. 61-36. Owls by A convincing performance here tonight for Warren Wilson. That ball's tipped. Oglesby comes up with the steal as Renee Scherer tipped it. The Owls, I think, will have to take a shot here. Well, the shot clock is off. So Bodner, Cantor puts it up. Shot blocked and taken away by Callaway. 14 seconds left to go here in this one. Morris into the lane, floats it up, no, but she is fouled. So Morris will go to the line for 2 more. No, what did they call here? They called an offensive foul. So an offensive foul, so the Owls can dribble it out here. So Toccoa Falls goes to the season. Isaiah had trouble with the pass as the game comes to an end. Warren Wilson wins it 61-36. They go to 6-5 on the season and 5-1 here at home. Folks, we'll take a quick break. We'll come back. Owls postgame. Tashi Oglesby will join us. We'll also give you the final numbers on this convincing Owls victory. Stick around. We'll be back.
Welcome back to Owls postgame, everybody. Let's get that off so everybody can see Tashi Oglesby. Hi, Tashi. Thanks for joining me. Congratulations on the victory.
Thank you, thank you.
Before we talk about stats and all that stuff and the victory, I'm going to need you to say hi to everybody who's watching the Tashi Oglesby fan club in D.C. So go ahead and look at the camera and say hello to everybody.
Hey, Pimp. Hi, Drew, Alyssa, all y'all. How y'all doing? See you soon.
All right, Tashi, tonight, 8 points, rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. Overall, I thought that this was your best defensive effort team-wise tonight. What did you think about the effort on D tonight?
I think it's good. I personally love to press people. I like man-to-man defense, so anything I can do to get my team a victory, I'm going to do.
Talk a little bit about this home stretch. Now you guys are 5-1. Here at home. I know it's important to get these victories, so just expand on that a little bit.
Every game we need to win. We want to go to nationals again this year. Every game is important. We just got to come out with that intensity that we came out with today.
All right, Tashi, we're going to let you go. Congratulations on the victory. Good luck on Thursday. We'll miss you on Thursday, but we'll see you again on Sunday. So good job again. Tashi Oglesby, everybody. We'll turn the camera around here and we'll give you the final numbers here in just a minute or two.
Okie dokie, welcome back to Owls postgame, everybody. Final numbers, Toccoa Falls shoots 23% on the night, 27% on the night. The Owls 34%, 35% from behind the arc. Warren Wilson and Toccoa Falls finish even Steven in rebounding, 41 apiece. Toccoa Falls 19 turnovers, 12 for the Owls. Owls 11 steals, 12 assists. Toccoa Falls 7 steals, 3 assists, 1 block shot for Toccoa Falls. Leading scorer, 2 players in double figures for the Eagles. Katie Callaway, 40 minutes, 6 out of 8 from the field, 13 points, 9 rebounds. Janelle Arnold in 24 minutes, 3 out of 6 from the field, 6 out of 7 from the charity stripe, 12 points. 7 points from Mallory Cullum and 2 points apiece for Alana Jones and Rachel Morris. For Warren Wilson, 2 players in double figures led by Keela McCurry, 21 minutes, 6 out of 10 from the field, 4 out of 7 from behind the arc, 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 steals. Jacina Hall in 29 minutes, 4 out of 12 shooting, 2 out of 6 from behind the arc, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 1 steal. Tashi Oglesby, 21 minutes, 3 out of 10 from the field, 8 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Tashay Glenn in 33 minutes, 3 out of 12 shooting. She had 6 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. Lilvia Bradbury in 20 minutes, 1 out of 4 from the field, 4 out of 6 from the charity stripe, 6 points, 8 rebounds, an assist, and 2 steals. Off the bench, Lindsey Bodner in 25 minutes, 2 out of 5 shooting, 5 out of 6 from the charity stripe, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Sasha Miller, 12 minutes, 2 out of 4 from the field, 4 points, 4 rebounds. Emma Cantor in 9 minutes, 0 out of 2 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the charity stripe, 1 point and 2 rebounds. Satori Isaiah played 10 minutes, 0 for 1 from the field. Brogan O'Brien played 18 minutes, 0 of 2 from the field, no points and 1 rebound. And Renee Scherer played 3 minutes, did not attempt a shot, had 1 rebound and 1 assist. And that's how the numbers wrap up in this convincing Warren Wilson victory. The Owls have won their 3rd in a row, 6-5 on the year, 5-1 here at home. Final look at the broadcast schedule. Again, we won't be with the ladies on Thursday. We're going to miss that one. It'll be the guys at Coastal Carolina. That's an audio-only broadcast Thursday at 7 p.m. Then on Sunday, we'll be back with the ladies as they wrap up this long home stretch. Sunday, the ladies taking on Concordia Selma at 2 p.m. And then Monday, the men host Barber Scotia on Monday at 7. So that'll do it for us here at Warren Wilson. Once again, your final score, Warren Wilson 61, Toccoa Falls 36. Have yourselves a great night, everybody, and we'll talk to you again from Myrtle Beach.